All right, we'll start the video. My name is Ed, I'm your pilot today, and I'm joined by the lovely Mel in the front, and we have Margaret and Joe in the back. Would you guys like to say hello to the camera up there? This one here. And what's the special occasion today, Margaret?
Special occasion. Just been on holiday with my grandson and great-grandson.
Fantastic.
And his new wife.
Well, congratulations, guys. And what better way to spend it than going on a beautiful flight around Melbourne today? So the helicopter is all warmed up. We have our information from the air traffic control. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just ask for clearance for us to take off. Essendon ground helicopter Lima Yankee Oscar, flight details.
Lima Yankee Oscar ground.
Lima Yankee Oscar's 944 at hangar 7. Request taxi for the tower pad. Airways clearance for the Balti Bridge with Kilo and 3 POB. And correction, if we could taxi and depart from intersection Delta and Charlie, that would be great.
Lima Yankee Oscar taxi for Delta Charlie departure. Cleared Balti Bridge not above 1,500. Caution parachute ops. Point Norman 3 minutes. Be 2 passes, so it may last extended duration.
Taxi intersection Delta and Charlie. Cleared Balti Bridge not above 1,500. We'll go. Lima Yankee Oscar. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yep. Here we go.
Here we go. Essendon Tower, Lima Yankee Oscar is intersection of Charlie and Papa. Ready.
Lima Yankee Oscar, northerly departure, right turn, clear for takeoff.
Northerly departure with a right turn, clear for takeoff, Lima Yankee Oscar. All right, guys, here we go.
Yep.
And up we come. You can see the air ambulance and the police down there, but not for long because we're going to make a right-hand turn.
Works 5, Essendon Tower.
Works 5.
And we're going to head out towards the city.
Works 5 for 3-5 arrivals, approximately.
How's the view back there, Margaret and Joe?
Correction, 10 minutes. If
Enjoying
you can, lower the cranes, please.
Fantastic.
Lower the crane.
What about yourself, Mel? You glad you came along today?
Yeah.
So, Joe, off to your right, do you see the mountain range in the distance?
Yep.
That's the
Works 5
Uyaks.
Tower.
So that's just north of Geelong.
Below OLS, thanks. And
If
the
you actually scroll left with your eyes to about 2 o'clock, you might see a few little white structures in the background. That's the industrial area of Geelong. That's how beautiful it is. That's how far we can see. And then off to your left, Mel and Margaret, you see the little mountain there? That's Mount Dandenong. And then to the left is the Yarra Valley just before the Great Dividing Range there.
Gauntlet 24, taxi suggests holding point Bravo, runway 35 intersection, distance remaining 1050 metres. Gauntlet 24, cleared MCG, not above 1,500, hold short off the runway, contact MEL 125 decimal 1 when ready.
Further 2 canopies in 3 minutes. All right, and Joe, off to your right, you see that river?
Yep.
That's the Maribyrnong. And then it rolls past the Flemington Racecourse here on the right-hand side where they have the Melbourne Cup. When I bring my 7-year-old nephew, he likes to call the racecourse a giant avocado, because he reckons that's exactly what it reminds him of. And the Maribyrnong tracks past Port Melbourne and then meets up with the Yarra River just in front of the West Gate, and then it flows under the Balti and then all the way into the city.
The position of the parachuting is at danger area, just at Point Ormond, so it's about 6 south of Essendon at danger area.
From flight levels overhead, Point Ormond, expect further 2 canopies, Point Ormond, Melbourne Coast through traffic.
You'll be remaining clear of that area.
Go at 24 and holding short runway 35.
All right, Mel and Margaret off to your left. We're coming up to Docklands, so you can see the Melbourne Star, Marble Stadium, and the marina. There's a beautiful ship coming into port as well, in Port Phillip Bay, right in the middle there, steaming along. And the little ship, the white and red one, just in that little pier, that station pier, that's the Spirit of Tasmania. You enjoying the view, Margaret? Beautiful, right?
Traffic at this stage is November Tango X-ray will be estimated to depart Moorabbin for Sunty direction.
Let's go around and get you guys a few photos of the city. And this is a great selfie opportunity as well, if you wanted to take a photo, Mel, with the city in the background.
Just waiting for traffic on your departure path.
Go at 24.
Yankee Oscar, give left past Charlie, airspace control service terminated.
Yankee Oscar.
Into the circuit.
Now, Romeo.
Limerick.
And Joe, might be a nice shot of Margaret looking at your camera with the city in the background as well. So you guys are really lucky today. Do you see that little dot in the sky at about 1 o'clock?
Yep.
That's a skydiver.
Oh, wow.
There should be another parachute opening in a second as well. Apparently there's 2 of them and they're doing 2 drops, so 2 at a time. We should see 4 actually.
That to land at St Kilda?
Correct, yeah, Point Ormond, which is, so on the right-hand side we have St Kilda Beach and the marina.
Yep.
Then you'll see the little yellow theatre building, and that behind that's Luna Park. Then you see the St Kilda Marina, and then behind that there's a grass field, that's called Point Ormond. That's where they're going to be dropping. And right now we're over the top of Albert Park Lake, so this is where they have the Formula One.
Yep. In my mum's house.
Oh, is it in, she lives in Albert Park?
Yeah, she's
Oh, wonderful. Should let her know we're flying over the top. Oh, yep, and Joe, you'll have a nice view of that parachute just off the coast, about 50 meters in the air, just about to turn into his final to land on the grass there.
Approach, good morning, this is Victor Delta Romeo, 5000, received information, Charlie.
Victor Delta Romeo, on approach, good morning, expect a clearance without delay. Is your plane to make the VOR for runway 36 and land?
Victor Delta Romeo, we'd like to do one in sector entry hold and then the VOR runway 36 with
Okay, so we're just giving the skydivers a little bit of space. So now we're going to turn back and fly you all along the coast.
Take sector entry and hold for the VOR runway 36.
This clear direct to the Avalon VOR and descend 4,000 and make the sector entry and hold for my 36 Victor Delta Romeo. Thank you.
Wow.
Victor Delta Romeo, had you as a landing there, you're planning just to overshoot and not land, and then to overshoot Port Moorabbin, was it?
My apologies, that was my flight plan. We'd just like to do a touch and go, no landing required.
Okay, so we'll be touch and go following a VOR 36 and then circling back to runway 36 for touch and go, was it?
No, sorry,
All right, so now we're flying right over the top of Brighton and Brighton
My
Beach.
apologies for the confusion.
And as we move over here to the left, you guys are going to have a beautiful view of the Brighton Beach boxes.
Correct, my apologies.
And that's the iconic Melbourne shot of the colourful beach boxes down there. Apparently, one went for over $600,000 at private sale a few months ago.
Oh.
That's where we tried to drive to the other day, Grandma. We
Yeah.
couldn't get in because of the construction works.
November 11 Oscar, contact Moorabbin Tower for clearance.
Now we're coming up over Sandringham. That's the end of the train line at Sandringham. This is Sandringham Beach. And we're going to fly right around the marina. We're going to do a beautiful U-turn. And the cool thing about the marina, guys, is in the middle, there's actually a sunken submarine from World War I. So I'm going to pop that out your left-hand window. You guys let me know if you can see it. It should be in your view right in between all the boats, a piece of metal running top to bottom. Okay, I'm making a left-hand turn. Can you see it there, Mel? Right in the middle of all the boats.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Melbourne Coastal Route traffic, helicopter Lima at Yankee Oscars and R44 at Sandringham Marina at 700. We're tracking northbound along the coast for Albert Park Lake, Melbourne Coastal Route.
Melbourne Center Oscar Romeo uniforms, 3 miles from Moorabbin. Through 6,700 Oscar uniform.
So get the altitude.
2,800 Oscar Romeo uniform.
Oscar Romeo uniform, Roger, cleared direct to Kumar, climb initially to 8,000.
Direct Kumar, initially 8,000 Oscar Romeo uniform.
Still enjoying yourself back there, Margaret?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you.
Fantastic. You have a
Wonderful.
beautiful view of Port Phillip Bay out to your left-hand side. How you doing, Mel? Getting some good photos?
Yeah.
Oscar Romeo
Wonderful.
uniform, climb to flight level 250.
Those ones down there now.
Oscar Romeo uniform.
Hey, Joe, you're going to get a beautiful view of the beach boxes out on your right-hand side shortly. All those jealous people down there wanting to be up here with you guys.
Expect turbulence in the circuit area on first contact with Essendon, ground, tower or Melbourne approach. Notify receipt of Kilo. Time check 0158.5. Essendon, terminal information Kilo. Runway 35. Runway 35, arrival not available except on 10 minutes. Prior notice required. Due crane operations. Emergency helo operations as directed by ATC. Wind 360 degrees, 15 knots.
All right, now we're going to come back past St Kilda, so you can see the skydiver on the ground there, just packing his chute on the left-hand side, Mel. You can have a beautiful view of Luna Park over the left, just next to the theatre building as well, and the back part of St Kilda. That's the boardwalk as well that you can see, kind of running along
Works 5, Tower. Works 5, there's some time available, but you've only got like maximum 10 minutes before I have to come down again. There's RPTs and medical priority coming in. Is that usable time?
Good afternoon, Tango X-rays, maintaining 2000.
X5, copy. Ops approved.
November Tango X-ray, Centre, g'day.
Essendon Tower, helicopter Lima Yankee Oscar, inbound details.
Yankee Oscar, Essendon.
The Oscar's 944, 1 mile southeast Albert Park Lake, 1,200. Request airways clearance tower pad by the MCG with Kilo and 4 POB.
Yankee Oscar, can't give you MCG. Suggest Balti Bridge to follow the traffic pattern. If you wanted to wait for the MCG, there may be considerable delay due RPT and medical priority traffic coming.
We're limited on fuel today. We'll take the Balti Bridge. Heading there now. Lima Yankee Oscar.
Yankee Oscar, traffic half a mile south of Balti Bridge is a Piper Cherokee about to start a clockwise city orbit. You're cleared Balti Bridge direct to Essendon, not above 1,500.
Clear Balti Bridge, direct Essendon, not above 1,500. Copy and looking for the Cherokee, Lima Yankee Oscar.
Yankee Oscar, expect to make your approach to the east of the work site for the tower pad.
A firm, Lima Yankee Oscar. All right, so we've got a beautiful view of the Shrine of Remembrance just down here on the right-hand side, if you can see that. Just on the little hill. Over there is Amy Park and also the MCG. And we're now coming up over South Melbourne, and we're going to fly back in around this side.
Victor Delta Romeo will report, ready for the approach.
Victor Romeo, after this inbound on this holding pad, we'll ready for the approach.
Victor Delta Romeo, okay, then when ready, descend to 3,000, cleared VOR, runway 36.
So 3,000 when ready, that clears VOR, runway 36, Victor Romeo.
Really nice selfie opportunity coming up as well for you, Joe, just in case. No response, Mel. I guess Joe's not. Oh, there he's gone for it. Fantastic. That's a really nice shot. I stand corrected. Well done. And you got a beautiful view down into the middle of the city. So the train line there is Flinders Street Station. That's the Yarra River as it bends in all the way to South Bank. Did you guys hear that the Melbourne Star went out of business during COVID?
Yeah, I haven't seen it operating in a while.
Yeah, a bit of a shame. There's
Yeah.
talk of dismantling it, maybe taking it somewhere else, potentially Geelong. But a bit of a shame actually, because it really kind of fills out the Melbourne skyline.
135.3.
So Margaret, describe what it's like being in a helicopter.
I think it's absolutely fantastic.
You should definitely take a flight in Spain as well. Might be nice to see where you live from above too. Gives everyone a very different perspective.
Charlie Uniform Tango, you're leaving the Class Charlie Airspace Control Service terminated.
Control Service is terminated. Charlie Uniform Tango, g'day.
Yep. Yankee Oscar, track to remain east of the work site south of the 3-5 threshold for the tower pad clear to land.
Tower pad clear to land east of the work site, which is south of 3-5 threshold, Yankee Oscar.
Howdy, take a photo of us in here.
Say again, Joe?
That was, Dad just sent us a photo of us.
Sorry mate, it's a little bit hard to hear.
I think Mel's parents just sent her a picture of us in here.
They
Oh,
did.
really?
They just sent me a picture from their balcony of
How
us.
cool! How big's their backyard, Mel, for next time? Essendon Ground, Lima Yankee Oscar, request taxi to parking.
Lima Yankee Oscar, ground taxi to parking.
Taxi to parking, Lima Yankee Oscar. Alright guys, welcome back!
That
How was that?
amazing, wasn't it?
That was
Yeah,
incredible.
it was great.
How was that for a surprise flight, Mel?
I know.
And did you enjoy yourself, Margaret? I'm glad. And Joe, is this going to be the first and last time you fly in a helicopter?
I think I'm happy with the experience, one.
Oh yeah, once is that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, no worries.
I really enjoyed it, but yeah.
Awesome, awesome.
I wasn't as scared as I thought I'd be, to be honest.
I thought Mel was going to be the most nervous, but you were cool, calm and collected as my co-pilot here at the front.
That as I thought once we got up there.
Yeah. You can also see that if you look at the windsock, there's a little bit of wind today.
Yeah.
But it's still relatively smooth. And the wind actually helps us in flying because when the wind and the air hits the blades, it essentially gives us more lift, and it just makes it easier for the helicopter to stay in the air with less power. So yeah, it was quite a smooth flight today. Sometimes when you get that wind, it can also be sort of gusty, and then when we're coming around the city, the air can roll off the buildings and kind of upset everything. But we didn't get that at all today. It was really nice. All right, Margaret, any final words for the video before we sign off?
Just say thank you very much indeed for a lovely experience.
My absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure.